In this video, I'm off to Wales with the new Hasselblad X2D II camera and 35 to 100mm E lens to switch it up a bit, go back to my roots, and photograph some motorsports. Specifically, spending 2 days shooting some rallying in the forests of mid-Wales.
Yeah, these are super cool. I'm excited about this.
I just want to jump in the office here at the start to kind of lay the groundwork a little bit. So I've actually been using this camera lens combination for the better part of the year now. Hasselblad reached out back in May of this year to see if I'd be interested in being one of the beta testers for this, just giving them feedback as they got closer to launch. And I'm working right now, just wrapping up a video that goes in depth about both the camera and the lens and the new features and kind of shares the work I made and my experience and thoughts. But the one thing that I hadn't done up until this point was spend much time testing out the new autofocus system. So that's really what inspired me to go and do this, and I just had a ton of fun with it. But also, just wanted to mention here at the start, in the past on the channel, I've done videos with Hasselblad that are sponsored by them. This video and the next, just like those, are sponsored as well by Hasselblad. In full transparency, I do get to keep this camera and lens combination, but just like with those older videos, the direction of this and the opinion, everything like that is all mine. Anyways, that wraps it up. Let's get into things. All right, so welcome out to Wales. Just got out here this evening. Came out here very last minute. I discovered that there's this incredible rally event taking place, and it's called the Roger Albert Clark Rally. It looks absolutely amazing. Huge event with cars from like the 70s, 80s, 90s, going through all the forests here. It's a bit of a throwback for me. I've never been out to a rally event or photographed one, but I did spend the first 10 years of my career doing motorsports and power sports work for magazine and television. So it's been a really long time since I've done that stuff, but pretty excited to get back into it. Gonna start here in the town in Carmarthen, kind of the opening ceremonies tonight, and have a nice early start tomorrow morning. We'll just see how it unfolds. So this camera has been out for a few months now, and while it's not a complete new system, it does have some nice refinements and upgrades, which I'll go into more detail in my review video. But as mentioned, I really wanted to test out the new autofocus system, which is one of the biggest areas of improvement, with the addition of a much welcomed continuous autofocus mode, and also the addition of LiDAR and different tracking modes. And you combine that with the new 35 to 100mm E lens and its STM motor, and the pair is supposed to offer very accurate and reliable autofocus. Okay, back at the car, managed to do a little bit of shooting. Pretty difficult with the setup there, but just did some like slow shutter panning stuff, which is always a bit of a roll of the dice, but we'll see, might be something there. It is freezing though, and I gotta go find a place to sleep tonight, set up a little car camping action, because got a 5 a.m. wake up tomorrow morning to get to this first spot. So yeah, pick things up in the AM. Okay, made it out to the first stage bright and early this morning to make sure I could get parking. And just currently walking it, trying to find a place to set up. Race starts in about, I think 50 minutes, so I'm running out of time, but obviously once I'm in position, not really gonna be able to move. So trying to find the best place to situate myself. And we'll get set up. All right, so found a spot finally, kind of away from the crowds. Pretty excited about it. You can see way down in the distance, there's like this S-bend they come through. Should be able to do some panning stuff here, and then can sneak into the woods afterwards, because obviously kind of limited of where I can go once the rally starts with this stage. Can't just walk down the course. Regardless, excited. It's very cool out here.
we go.
I saw you pass me in your limousine, and just seeing you brought back forgotten dreams. As I watched your car roll by, this thought took place. May the kangaroo
Try some panning stuff here.
in the good old days when we didn't have a dime.
Yeah, that one was actually pretty neat.
It's me and my paychecks right on time.
The thing with this tracking stuff is it's like
Your success.
you got to match your movement with the car perfect. Tough to do using an EDF that blacks out. Otherwise, you know, everything will be blurry. You got to get something matched with your movement. Here's another one.
Yeah, like paying bills and catching up your pain. Now you don't know me since your shirt's
right.
trimmed with lace. May the kangaroo of love kick your face.
There we go.
When you were down, I was round to see you through.
That's one.
Always good, all alone, I'm an
Okay, that's a favorite yet.
and incidentally, it
Nice.
makes me sore. So now you're a king on a high
Gonna do wide open here, long end F4, faster shutter speed.
unlisted phone. So I humbly send this wish to you, young friends. May the kangaroo of love kick your face. Oh, may the kangaroo of love kick your face. Oh, go get him, kangaroo.
Okay, just crossed the course and over into the woods here. Try and switch it up a little bit, get some variety. This could be really cool, I'll show you. So I was over there, but this is what I'm thinking. Some panning, even just some interesting shots, framing the cars. Okay. Yeah, this could be very cool. Yeah, these are super cool. I'm excited about this. So I'll tell you what, there's a lot of luck involved with something like this. Like I said earlier, having one of those moments where you match the speed of the car perfectly with your pan, but then specifically in a scene like this, there's so much clutter. It's almost like you need to get the car when it's like just in between, you know, a pair of trees or something. I think there's a couple in here where I got it. All right, so first stage is over. Just had a much needed recharge here in the car. Can of soup and some coffee, pretty glamorous. But next one starts at 3:50, so about an hour and 20 minutes, and I figure I'm gonna stay for it. You know, it's gonna be dark out, which could be incredibly challenging, but it could also be cool from a creative standpoint. So figure I'm here, might as well check it out. But I gotta say, you know, this morning was a ton of fun, and I'm actually really happy with a bunch of the stuff I got. I loaded some of the images onto my phone with the Hasselblad Focus app and did some editing. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with it. Obviously with this lens, with it being a little bit wider, 35 to 100, I was, you know, a little limited, but going into the woods, using slow shutter speeds, panning, stuff like that, which is actually my favorite type of images to make with this stuff versus like super long telephoto, freezing the action and stuff. So yeah, excited to see these on a big screen, but I will say, you know, the focus system with this and this lens was impressive, held up amazing, never kind of missed when it was locking onto cars. And from what I can tell, just looking on the screen and on my phone, yeah, it looks like it did a really good job. So fun to shoot medium format digital for stuff like this.
So as the evening rally unfolded, I realized very quickly that it was going to be a little bit more difficult to shoot than I anticipated, and I ended up making a few images while there was still light, but as the levels started to drop, I decided to wrap things up and pull the plug, especially after a very long day where I felt like I made a bunch of images that I was very happy with. Okay, so to wrap things up, just wanted to say, honestly, that was so much fun, and I'm really glad that I went and did it. Yeah, cool to jump back into that motorsports world, shake off the rust a little bit, and also just fun to go and do something like that using a digital medium format camera, which is obviously something I had never done before. So yeah, really enjoyed that. And also, it was, of course, nice to go into a situation like that and see how this autofocus system performed. That was kind of the main purpose of doing it. And like I said in the video, I thought, you know, it held up really well. Even with pretty challenging subjects, you know, cars that are moving fast, lots of little obstacles and things, it had no issues tracking and kind of holding focus and producing some really sharp images. So nice to get out and do that, and will certainly help me as I wrap up, like I said, this more kind of in-depth review style video, which should be out soon. So if you're curious about some of the other new additions with this camera, keep an eye out for that one. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and just want to say thank you as always for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.